And again, going empty. Here's Mayfield going to the end zone. He's got a man open, and it's caught for the touchdown. The Patriots and Texans, but on a look at this one, that's Jackson to the end zone for the touchdown. To Mayfield, grab it and throw it. He's got Landry for the touchdown. One play and a strike. Round in the first quarter. And here we open up the second with a Jackson keep. Jackson dunks to the end zone for the touchdown. Watch it. A 4th and 10. And here they come. Mayfield's pass is intercepted by Mosley.
Welcome, one and all. It's week 4, and we got a divisional rivalry between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Sorry that I'm actually wearing this. I'm not wearing my Ravens jersey. I literally just got home and I couldn't find where I put my jersey. So I said, screw it, I'm making the video. But yeah, we got a great matchup here. This is going to be interesting. The Ravens fans have been looking forward for this for a while. Specifically because a lot of Browns fans spent the last 4 months all over social media, specifically the Ravens Twitter page. They spent every single day for the last 4 months doing nothing but trashing Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, calling him a running back, saying he can't throw, all this stuff, and how they were going to destroy us and they were going to sweep us this season. So I know the fans are really looking forward to this game. And not even just the fans, the players. They've heard all the hype that was thrown to Cleveland throughout the offseason. Meanwhile, we were the ones who won the AFC North last season, and we got no love and respect. In fact, we were projected to be 3rd in the division, and it was so disrespectful. So they heard all of that, and they want to shut those critics up and prove them wrong, and they get an opportunity to do it in their house this Sunday when Cleveland comes to town. So I know it's going to be a great game. Key to the game for the Ravens. Offensively, we got to get back to what we were doing, man. Get back to the way our offense is supposed to play. Get back to those fundamentals. In Kansas City, because we were down so much, we ended up having to pass the ball a lot. Lamar threw the ball 43 times. We know if he needs to pass the ball 40 plus times to win, we have faith and confidence that he can do so, but that's not the way our offense is supposed to be. We ground and pound. We dominate with the run game, and the run game is so impactful in the passing game because that opens up the play action passing, and Lamar can just torch a defense with the efficiency of the run game. It makes it so much easier for Lamar to just torch defenses with this play action. It's been really effective. So we got to get back to doing that. You got a tough Cleveland team. Their defense has been great throughout this season, besides the Titans game, but I'm not really going to hold it against them because, you know, when Baker throws 3 interceptions in the 4th quarter, and one of them was a pick 6, you can't blame the defense for ending up having that much points given. Up until the 4th quarter, that defense was playing great. And then against the Jets, they played amazing, but then again, Jets offense, we're not going to get into that. They still played amazing. Don't take away from that. And then against the Rams, on Sunday night, they held that team to 20 points. This Browns defense has been great, and they're going to look to make Lamar's job a whole lot more difficult. So we got to get back to what we were doing, ground pounding, running that ball. We got Mark Ingram, we got Gus Edwards, we got Justice Hill. Mark Ingram has been just a beast for us this season. 5 rushing touchdowns in 3 games. He's just been killing. I think he's got over 100 yards in 2 of the 3 games. He's been dominant. My God, he's just been dominant. I would love to see Gus and Justice get more carries, but I can understand why Mark Ingram getting a majority of carries because he's just wrecking it right now. So we know that run game's definitely going to be there, and we expect to see it on Sunday. The passing game, I would like to see Boykin get more involved in the offense. You know, let's get him a couple targets early on. Let him get a few catches. Just try to get him rolling in the game. We got to look for Boykin. You know, it can't just be Mark Andrews and Marquise Brown. We got to get some of these other guys going. We know Willie Snead's always going to be there. He's always going to be that safe bet, but we got to get Boykin going. He's on the other side. We got to get him going. We got to get him a couple catches early on, try to get him warmed up and see what he can do. I'm hoping he has a big game on Sunday because, you know, we haven't seen him much since, you know, the first week. So hopefully he can have a big game. But other than that, just do what we do on offense. You know, we've been putting up a lot of points. We haven't scored under 20 points in the 3 games. We've been doing well. So let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep it up. You know, go back to what we were doing before, what worked in the running game, and help that make it easier on the passing game. Let's do that. We got a tough Cleveland defense to go up against, so it's not going to be easy, but I believe our Ravens offense can do it. Defensively, they've got to get it together. 2 things. 1, the pass rush. There is virtually no pass rush, man. It has been quite disappointing watching this pass rush throughout the first 4 weeks. It's a little concerning, but I do believe they're going to get it together because they are getting to the quarterbacks. They're just getting there too late. They have a lot of quarterback hits, a lot of quarterback tackles. They're just not getting the sacks because they're not getting there in time. They got to put more pressure. They got to get there faster. and I believe they can do it. Also, Judon, he's got to cut down on the penalties. He's been getting way too many penalties on these roughing the passes and all this stuff. He's got to cut it down, man. Roughing the pass, I think one of them was like, a horse collar tackle last week against Patrick Mahomes. He's got to cut it down on these penalties because it's hurting the team. And he knows them himself. I think he addressed that this week. But yeah, he's got to cut that down. The second issue is communication in this secondary, because there have been so many blown plays that have led to big gains. In fact, last week, that's what killed us in Kansas City. A blown play led to an 83-yard touchdown. Patrick Mahomes had all day to pass because the pass rushing wasn't getting to him, and then he just launched it to a wide open dude because the secondary somebody missed an assignment or a lack of communication there, and all of a sudden this dude's wide open, takes off for an 83-yard touchdown. We've got to be better than that. Communication has got to be better than that. I thought they would have worked on that. I do believe they did work on that in practice, but they got to improve in that. It's week 4, so they still got plenty of time to fix that, but that communication was not great, and it hasn't been great so far this season. So that's something they got to work on. Other than that, you got a tough offense to go up against. You got a tough offense to go up with Baker and the weapons he's got. He's got Odell, he's got Jarvis, he's got Chubb. Those guys, they're looking to bounce back too, because they started this season off 1-2. They've been quite disappointing. Everybody had them being the team to be in the AFC North. They were going to win the division. They were going to possibly compete for a Super Bowl. And at the end of the day, they're not out of it. We're 2-1. They're 1-2. If they win this game on Sunday, we both have the same records. But because they beat us, they're now first place in the AFC North. This is the chance they've wanted to get their season back on track. If they win this game, they're back on track. They're back to first place. Well, they haven't been in first place. They will take over first place, and they can just roll with it. They're looking to come into Baltimore and get back on track, put everything all together, and have a great game and come out with the win. And our defense, we're going to have to be better than that, because, Baker, he can air it out. And we've been losing to quarterbacks that can, we've just been getting destroyed to quarterbacks that's just been airing it out. We've still won the games, well, besides Patrick Mahomes, but we won the game against Arizona. If we let Baker Mayfield get comfortable in the pocket and he starts launching that ball down the field, it could be bad. They got weapons, man. No matter what you say, Odell is still a weapon, and he will catch anything that comes in his territory. So we have to be better on defense. We've got to bring pressure to Baker Mayfield, force him to roll to his right, because so far this season, when he's rolled to his right, he has not been accurate. We got to force him to roll to his right. We got to bring pressure and sack him, and we got to communicate in the secondary, because we cannot let Odell break free for a free play. If he gets the ball in space, it is over and it is gone. We got to worry about Odell. We got to worry about Landry. We got to worry about this offense. And also, one last thing, we got to worry about Nick Chubb, because our run defense against Kansas City was disappointing. They let LaShawn McCoy do whatever he wants. And even when he came out, the other running backs were still just feasting on us. So our run defense, which is surprising because they're always great. So they got to get back on track. They got to recover from a tough outing in Kansas City. And they just got to come away with the win. Now, overall, I believe the Ravens are going to take care of business in the game. I believe they're going to win this game. I don't really have a score for this. I don't know. 27-20. I don't really have a score for this. I just believe they're going to win. I think it's going to be somewhat of a close game. I think we win by a touchdown. But, yeah, it's not going to be an easy game. Cleveland knows the stakes here, and starting off 1-2 is definitely hurting them. If they can go into Baltimore and win this game, they're going to be back on track. They're going to be first place in the AFC North, and this can end up jump-starting their offense and everything they need, and all of a sudden, they can end up winning the division at like 12-4 or something like that. Who knows how this is going to go? But Baltimore, this is your moment. This is your time to step on the Cleveland Browns, put them back in their place, because they haven't proven anything yet. Do not let these guys prove anything, because once Cleveland proves something, it's game over. When you let a team that's not there yet click like this and let them get to that level, it's over. They will burn you. If you let Cleveland get to that level, good luck trying to win this division. So you have an opportunity here. You have an opportunity to go 3-1, drop Cleveland to 1-3, and put yourself in a great position to just breeze past, just take over this division. So go out there, execute, communicate on defense, go back to the fundamentals on offense. What was working for us? Run the ball, be effective. Lamar's got to be great. Lamar's got to do what Lamar's got to do. Just recover, because, you know, a lot of his passes in Kansas City were overthrows. That was more, I just feel like he was nervous and he was just putting up there. Plus, him and the chemistry with him and Marquise Brown, they're still working on it. They've been great so far, but you got to realize there's going to be some tough spots because they still haven't had that much time practicing together. So it's going to take some time with that, but I'm not too worried about that. That's something they're going to get as the season goes on, but they got to come out, execute, put points on the board. Defense has got to come out, get to Baker Mayfield, and communicate on the secondary and stop these big plays. If we can do that, I believe we're going to win. We're going to go to 3-1. We're going to knock down Cleveland to 1-3, possibly ruin their season early on, and put ourselves in a great position to win this division, as we will get ready to travel to Pittsburgh the following week to take on Mason Rudolph and the Steelers. So that's all I got for this week. It's going to be a fun game, and Cleveland, if you guys lose this game, all our Ravens fans are going to go off on you, because 4 months of talking trash, they've been waiting for this. But you have a chance to continue your bragging rights if you win this game. Because if you win this game, everything you've said the last 4 months, you can continue to say it and say, I told you your quarterback's a running back. So we'll see. Should be a fun game. Anyway, that's all I got. Getting ready for Thursday Night Football. Eagles and Packers is going to be good. So I'm out. Peace.